Enough about Elden Ring. Let's play some Slay the Spire, the game we're all here to gather and partake in our ritual of deck building roguelite, our challenge to ourselves. Can we slay this spire 100 times with every character this year? And during the month of March, can we do it by swapping our starting relic for a random boss relic on every run? I'd say we sure can, as long as I keep getting Snecko Eyes and Runic Pyramids to start. What mods do I use to make that happen so often? Believe it or not, I was born like this. It's just how life happens to me all the time. That's why I started streaming. Have we had any Busted Crown starts yet? Not yet, but I'm sure we will at some point. I'm hoping we see one soon. That's a big if. Can't imagine that will happen, Anasbana, that a fifth character would suddenly be added. We've got no expectation whatsoever for new content. That said, in this strained hypothetical, I guess I would have to catch up. It would have to be 500 heart kills during the year. And I would have to do just like 50 runs in a row with the new character. Good luck to me. So, with a Snecko start, I don't think we want to be careening into elites too early. Although I do like these two. These are no-nos. Let's mark those in red. And mark the elites that I want to beat in green. These two or these two. Both have a shop beforehand, which I appreciate. If I want to get 2 rest sites, can't go here. We get 1, 2 rest sites. Oh, it's actually double shop. Is that a bad thing? This early, it might be. But the additional rest site is beneficial. Total of 4 rest sites here. And oftentimes the idea with the Snecko start especially is to create a small but curated deck. A couple of very high power upgraded cards. And just draw those over and over again, because we have a 7 card draw per turn. And we don't care what our cards normally cost. So, there, our intended path will be in green. I think I'll just head up this side path. We get 2 easy relics, 4 upgrades, decent number of card picks. Snecko does want to look at a lot of cards, and actually we're doing that by getting no events at all on this path. Not one singular event. And I'm actually okay with that, truthfully. Events can be upgrades and removals, and maybe sometimes relics and such in Act 1, but nothing that we're really, truly upset by, when we'd rather just look at a lot of cards and get some 2 costs. Give me a Glacier, give me a Doom and Gloom. We also get to look at 2 stores, 2 on-sale cards. We don't have a lot of money to work with, so I'm not 100% certain what we're going to walk away with, but Snecko Eye loves to look at cards, just generally speaking. Yeah, Sunder would be great. What's that? A sub-anniversary? Gendy, thank you so much for 4 months of sub-support. I can stake my life on Zap Dualcast, or I can just double defend here, play 1 free strike. Break the block of this front louse so that I can hopefully kill it next turn. I think that's probably the better play. Could also go Zap Strike, take 3. But my hope is that we can get through this fight without taking any damage. Okay. We take 3 here, but that's not bad. Kind of relying on the random costs of the Snecko Eye. Especially starting with Snecko. Really, Snecko gets to choose what we do on our turn by costing our cards appropriately. And then we just get to play what we've got. Bippity blap. Come on, Sunder. Actually, not bad options here. We will be taking a card, and I think we've got 2 pretty good choices. Cold Snap is a strike that adds a Frost Orb. It's completely fine to put a Cold Snap in. We definitely would appreciate the Frost Source, and even if we don't always get to play it, it's nice to have. Great for the early game, too. or Skim, which draws more cards. Those cards being random cost, Skim means we get to probably play more cards on that turn. And that can be a really good way to make the deck stronger later by having lots of card draw. Here and now, I think we want the immediate impact that is something like Cold Snap. But Cold Snap itself is not that impactful. Call it a pretty low tier card at the moment, and we don't have a lot of threat for a little bit, so I'm actually going to take the Skim here. I choose the card draw, the longer term play, and heck. Shame that Bias Cog's not on sale, I'd sure love to have it. Might purchase a Leap here for 24 gold. Otherwise, there's nothing really we can do with the current funds available at this otherwise pretty juicy looking shop. I would love Bomb with Snecko, I'd love any of these relics, well maybe not the Frozen Eye. We could buy a card removal, but with another shop coming up, I'll save that possibility for the next shop. But Leap is solid. It's a good block card. Blocks for 9. Better than any of our defends by a significant amount, and it's very cheap. I'll pick it up here. Gives us a little bit more combat strength going forward. Alright, Skim, what do you got? Skim says nothing. That's what it got. Okay, well, I'm going to need my offensive cards to be cheaper than that. Please. Snecko. Free Skim. Okay, okay. Now we're on to something. I guess it's just playing Zap every turn? That's not a great thing. Play Dual Cast instead. Just go triple Zap. Cultist getting very angry. Please, Cultist, have mercy. If I Zap, that's 8. 8 plus 9 plus 6. Not enough, right? Probably better to double defend and Zap, or I could Skim and hope. There are 3 block cards in the draw pile. And sure, this does absolutely happen sometimes with Snecko starts. You'll take some damage to early combats, to having very high cost card rolls for one fight. But I like to think that this evens out in the long run, and every successful combat is going to put us a little further ahead in terms of card scene. I feel like we need to take a card here. I don't like any of these a whole lot. I suppose Rebound is probably the best of the bunch. 9 damage to a target of my choice, and I may put the card back on top. When we draw it again, it's going to reroll its cost again, but that's okay. Time Vagabond, thank you so much for 2 metric years of support. Some immediate Snecko cards besides Sunder: Glacier, Doom and Gloom, Force Field, Hologram, Equilibrium. The 2-cost offensive cards. Rainbow, although that's a rare. Basically all the rares, but we're unlikely to see those. Rip and Tear does more total damage than that Rebound, but I like the utility of the Rebound more in the long run. Alright, Jawworm, please have mercy on me. Definitely glad for the leap in that moment. Let's just hit him. Played the strike first, then the rebound, because I did not want to rebound the strike. Okay, you're dead. Not bad. We get a block pot for some more health, and could take an auto shield, but ugh. Hey there, Cruiser. The path highlighted on the map is my intended path forward through the act. At the start of each act, we kind of draw ourselves a path on the map, which I can do with the map highlighting mod. Can't highlight things that I can't go on. Oh, I understand. but it lets me kind of customize the colors of the map in order to communicate thoughts to you, the viewer. Decided I'm skipping those 3. That was a takeable, but not good. Oh, heck, by the way. Takeable, but not good. Auto shields. I don't like what's happening here. It's going to be really honest. I can play 1 card from my hand, and I didn't draw any of the cards we added yet. So this is probably going to be my block potion. This is also why we did not at all even consider any path that went into an elite fight early on without rest sites beforehand, because this can happen pretty easily to a Snecko start. I defend. Feels like we make no progress at all. Suppose I will dual cast then. Nice. Good job, dual cast. That was pure luck to hit the highest health Gray Slime twice. Pure luck. Also, yikes. This hand. Again. Disaster. But why? What did I do wrong? The answer's nothing. I didn't do anything wrong. And yet, here we are. Okay, rebound is back, but it's spicy expensive, but I don't care. Okay, I think we're through the worst part. No. Okay, where was this hand earlier? Come on. We're through, we get another potion. And I'm actually kind of about a fusion here. For a random cost, channel 1 Plasma Orb, giving us 1 more energy each turn, an additional 2 energy when evoked. It's also 2 interesting other uncommon cards here. Reprogram lets us trade focus for strength and dexterity, or Hello World allows us to generate random common cards into our hand each turn. The generated common card is at its normal cost, at least on the turn it's first created, because it's added to the hand, not drawn. But when it goes to the discard pile and it is then drawn again, it is randomized. I think I'm taking this fusion, especially with rebound, and especially with the skim. We're starting to create a ability to draw lots of cards. That is very good. A little slow, agreed. Although not so slow with Snecko. I'd be surprised. Tempted to rest first, then go to the shop so that we could perhaps upgrade a card we get from the store. How do we kill elites? The store. The store has the answers. It must. Upgrading rebound wasn't the worst idea there either. Ah, yes, of course. Upgraded sweeping beam is how we kill elites. Or at least that's our only choice, so it's what we're doing now. We could take another leap. I suppose that's actually not terrible either. But I'm going to be really honest, it's not great. Could go for chaos and upgrade that. It smells like gremlin knob. No, I can't do that. Hey, love to hear it, Cyphers. We can also remove a card here, that's true. Righty, and thank you so much for 25 months. Quarter century of support. Did I used to sit on a couch? I did. Yes, I did. The big old cozy chair still resides with me, but no longer on stream. We moved house and it was no longer something that made a lot of sense. I've since switched to a standing desk setup, so you'll see me standing sometimes, sitting others in a more office-style chair. Okay, we're getting Sweeping Beam. Oh, it's Leap or Remove. I could do Leap Flex Potion. That feels like the most sensible thing to do. Alright. Leap Flex Potion it is. Upgrade Sweeping Beam. And... ooh, get Bronze Scales. Okay. 3 damage back when attacked. That'll have to be enough to defeat whatever this is. Thankfully, it's not a Gremlin Knob. I'm gonna go with, thankfully, it's not a Gremlin Knob. Oh, heck. We might draw Fusion. Be unable to play it if I drew the Skim, but I have 2 more draws here. It's a pretty good turn. Just want to get orbs in play. Ideally, Fusion. There it is. I can even rebound Fusion. Good. Now let's do that. And we'll dual cast this orb. You would cost 3. You stinky Fusion. That said, it still might be worth it to play it. I could Leap Defend here, or I could even Defend Strike Strike, or I could try to Skim also. But honestly, if I play the Fusion, this fight might go well for me. We could even Distilled Chaos, play these 3. And then I would actually block for 19. And we'd get the Latent Orb down too. That feels pretty cozy. Keep the Flex Potion for Knobber Sentries. Yeah. Let's do it this way. Okay, and now we can begin to make things happen. Dual cast is actually energy positive, believe it or not, even at 2 cost here. We have a lot of energy to work with. Zap dual cast Fusion even? Do that. Strike defense. Take 6 more here. And then this is good. So now I get all the block cards for cheap. Thanks. Perfect. This looks like ouch. Trying to think if there's a way we can kill it on this turn. Seems like a bit of a long shot. 34 health and -2 strength. We could skim and hope, though. That is allowed. Maybe Fusion, then dual cast, then skim. Dual cast this for more energy. Let's do that. Perhaps I needed to dual cast the orb. Oh, we get to do it after all. Wait a minute. 7, 4, 16. That's a kill. Easy. Okay, cool. That went shockingly well. We now have a mummified hand encouraging us to pick up power cards, and Sunder is here. So there's our actual real damage card. It's going to get upgraded here, and it's slapping time. This Sunder, empowered by the rebound, the fusion, and the skim, is going to hit so Hacking hard. Just the donkest of bonks, really. Could have actually gone full block there. I think we'll just pure bonkers them. See how that goes for me. Yeah, easy. We're gonna really love this sweeping beam too, I guarantee it. These are all skippable. Like, Ball Lightning would be takeable if we didn't have the Sunder, I think. There's no need for any of this now. Our goal is to get more card draw. Our goal is to get more bonk generation. This isn't the draw I'd hoped for, honestly. I suppose I have to play the sweeping beam, more or less. I drew Sunder at 3 cost. No. Good. We can rebound Sunder, that'd be ideal. But it's really going to depend on what Sunder costs. Beautiful. We can, in fact, rebound Sunder. The beautiful thing about Sunder is it refunds 3 energy, even if it didn't cost 3 energy, when it kills something. Now we have exactly Sunder kill here, too. Thank you, Bronze Scales. Well, this fight went quite well. Got a Bottled Flame, allowing us to start with any attack in our opening hand. I guess I could Bottle Sunder? We're also offered a Beam Cell, dealing damage and applying vulnerable, or a Scrape, which draws cards, and if they're 0 cost, they stay in our hand. Kind of interesting with Snecko Eye. And that's wacky enough, honestly, I'd like to give it a chance here. Sure. Welcome aboard, Scrape. Is that what I bottle? Bottled Scrape? No, that's ridiculous. Don't do that. Let's bottle Sunder, I suppose. Could have also taken the Beam Cell in that card reward. I think that would have been fine as well. Even though it's a 0 cost card, it's the only source of vulnerable the Defect has, and it would be a way to make the Sunder do more damage. The double bonk. Get destroyed, sir. Chill Loop Stack. A Mummified Hand, so that Loop is looking a little more attractive. Loop could be used for 1 energy per turn with his Plasma Orb, perhaps. Oftentimes does nothing other than make something free, which I suppose is not a bad thing to do. Chill is also an option here, letting us get Frost Orbs. Honestly, probably skipping here. Not convinced. And Scrape would have drawn the Sunder. Or would have instantly ended the fight. Oh no, yeah, it was Sweeping Beam we drew with. Yeah, it would have. That would have been pretty sweet. What are we upgrading here? Skim is a good choice for more card draw. We could do the same with Scrape. It also gets more damage. Or we could upgrade one of these block cards to block 12, which I actually rather like going into Act 2. Let's have an upgraded Leap. Innate cards work with Snecko in that they are still randomized. So Chill Plus would be random cost rather than 0 cost. I leap loose. And rebound the defend, but why would I want to? Good old Guardian, using his fixed attack pattern, always rotates through the same series of moves. Maybe I wanted to rebound? No, I can't. After you damage him enough, he curls up into a ball, attacks for 10, attacks for 8 by 2, and then emerges into his full form once more. Hey, free fusion. I'll rebound that. Unfortunately, it looks like damage will befall me. Unless I were to use both potions. Just take 15. Could play this under... Yeah, it'll do enough damage, actually. I'll do it. Bonk. Let's put the leap back on top. Should have struck there, as we had extra block. Doesn't matter too much. You can see that with 5 energy or 6 energy per turn, rather than 3, this is a lot smoother. And we can just play the cards that we need to each turn. Bonk. Without having to choose as much what we do or don't play. We just do it all. Easy. Although draws like this can still happen. So Sweeping Beam draws a strike. I could try Rebounding Defend, but I can't actually. Dual cast is only +1 energy. I think that means we take 10 more damage here. I suppose that's fine. Great question, Ryari Elite, and the answer is no. The Guardian will execute all 4 attacks of the multi-attack, even if you do Thorns damage in excess of the transform threshold during that attack. The only way to actually stop the attacks is for the Thorns damage to outright kill the Guardian. Ooh. Well, we've got some big expensive cards to slap into our Snecko deck here. For once, finally, Seek is the worst card being offered in a card reward. That's kind of cool. Get out of here, you stinky Seek. This Hyper Beam's also completely takeable as a massive area damage option that would just obliterate most foes in Act 2. We're filling up the orb slots with Plasma Orbs currently, so what use have we for focus, I ask you? But yes, Echo Form with Mummified Hand also seems real good. Lets us double the Sunder, double Sweeping Beam, double Fusion. I mean, you name it. Whatever it is, our best card gets doubled on each turn, and when you're drawing 7 cards per turn, that's a lot of choice in what to double. Definitely taking that Echo Form. I think I'll take an Attack Potion over a Flex Potion. Attack Potion could contain a Meteor Strike, for example. Ho ho ho. Well, well, well. What have we here? Some fun choices. If we want to really commit to Fusion as a strategy, then what about Nuclear Battery? We don't have a starting orb currently, and this would give us one Plasma Orb that currently I have no intentions of getting rid of. And that would actually help quite a lot. It's an energy relic with no downside, and you might even call it an upside because it lets us immediately dual cast to gain energy, for example. But there are other options. We could take more relics immediately with the Calling Bell if we're willing to take a curse, or we could transform and upgrade 3 cards, turning 3 strikes into, well, 3 of anything else. And there's definitely some good hits we could get. Just imagine for a moment for you, 3 Meteor Strikes. But man, I do really like starting with a Plasma Orb here. Let's do it. Let's take that battery. Okay, Act 2. What have you got in store for me? How many elites can we take? 3 at most. I'm feeling pretty confident at the moment. We have strength now. Especially Bottled Sunder and Fire Potion literally guarantees that even with a max, even with a highest hit point roll possible, we can kill the Red Slaver on turn 1. Always. Always. So that makes me pretty happy to just like blunder through 2 elites here. Maybe we'll go to this early shop, remove a strike. Up this way. Fight these 2 elites. We could also opt out of the shop and go one of these 2 ways instead. Culminating again, 2 elites here. And then maybe a 3rd elite, or just maybe a bunch of upgrades, depending. But I really like going to the store, removing a card. Maybe we'll end up not removing a card because there'll be a shop relic that's too good. We go this way. Dual cast immediately lets me rebound this Sunder. So I will. First card we play each turn is played 2 times. Well, guess what? I block. Dazed are not 0-cost cards, so they will get discarded by Scrape here, but that lets me reshuffle the deck on this turn. Compile Driver's no Scrape. It's only going to be draw 1 most of the time in this deck, so it's a single target Sweeping Beam. Can't say that I like it much. Strength Potion's okay, but I suspect these 2 potions will be better damage. A Relic for a Curse? No deal. No, I'd rather just remove strikes, actually. Generally speaking, taking a curse means you're behind 1 card removal relative to where you would be otherwise, and I tend to value at a 1-to-1 ratio, card removals are better than relics most of the time. We need to do 9 more, so Strike, Scrape, Sunder works. And I can skim and then Echo Form and then play 1 card. Guess I decided it was strikes. Yeah, it was actually just correct to defend there. Unsure. And that's from experience. I don't have any arithmetic necessarily to back that up. Oh, there's a Beam Cell Plus. Okay. Yeah. This card says green text on it, and it's the, again, only source of vulnerable for the entire Defect, so it's the only way to make Sunder do more damage, really. Even though it's a 0-cost card, it's a perfect fit. Greetings, Bird Nerd. Hope you're ready to spikes. I'm gonna do the damage to the Chosen here. Chosen really needs to be killed by turn 3 in order to prevent a very nasty attack. And the bird will die to the spikes after all. Want to scrape those cards away. We can, we can't. Heck. Heck, I tell you. Be an awkward turn next turn. Might need to use the attack potion. Yes, I need to use the attack potion. Aha! Bonk! Okay, well, we get a potion back at least. Not as good a potion as we previously had, but that's okay. We're also offered either a self-repair or a sunder. That's a tough choice. But I have to say, tiebreaker here is 1, self-repair works with the mummified hand. 2, if you double self-repair with Echo Form, you heal twice as much at the end of combat. Although a second sunder is excellent for tackling these upcoming objectives, I think a self-repair that we can double and that makes other stuff free is going to be a wonderful source of, call it, sustain through the rest of this act. And guess what? We can just buy another sunder if we want one. But I bottle lightning for dual cast tempo on turn 1. No, I'd probably bottle the fusion, actually, to get 2 plasma in play. Toolbox is here and kind of interesting. Does an Echoed Power proc Mummy Hand twice? Yes, making 2 cards in your hand 0 cost. I like a loop a lot more now that we start with a Plasma Orb, by the way. Although I'm not sure that I'm willing to pay for it here. I do very much like card removal and sunder. I think that's what I'm going to do. Absolutely nothing wrong with 2 sunders here. Though I do wish we had enough money for Toolbox left over. Instead, I'll keep the perfect amount of money for our next shop, which we are getting probably this act. We'll see how it goes. I'm deeply tempted to kill this front guy because of how perfect the Fire Potion Sunder line is that we talked about. 52 is exactly the maximum health that the red or blue slaver can have. Let's start with this instead. 2, so that's 38. Okay, probably gonna Fire Potion the back one then. Kill him with Sunder. You really want to kill this back one first. He can make you vulnerable, he can entangle you. It's really not a good time. No matter what happens, really. And then between the middle one and the front one, it's a question of, are you more afraid of having wounds added to the deck, or are you more afraid of being weakened? I think we want to... The front one also has less health, so often ends up being the foremost target. Don't want to rebound anything there. Unfortunately, we take some ouchies, but we can get the health back with an Echo-formed self-repair. Anything free? No. So we'll heal 14. There we go. Love the Mercury Hourglass, especially as a complement to the Bronze Scales. Hourglass does 3 damage per turn to all enemies, and combined, the two are very persistent damage over time to just about anything. Love a multicast here. Multicast with a Plasma Orb is effectively a double your energy card, and can be a double your energy plus 2 card with an upgrade, allowing us to play basically every other card in our hands. Heck yeah. Give me that multicast. But first, the Sunder upgrade. Could maybe argue for upgrading self-repair, since we're able to double it so often. So you want to play the 1-cost things, I think. And make something 3-cost free. I play this, I go plus 3 energies, so we'll go to 5? Ugh. Or I can just not play the dual cast, have an extra Plasmorph for next turn. I think I like that more. Hit me. Oof. Okay. To keep nothing. We're left with the beam cell and nothing else. Interesting. That worked out, though. The triple bonk. Get ourselves a Gremlin Horn, giving us an energy and a draw whenever an enemy dies, and you better believe I'm going to pick up a hologram here. Hologram lets us pull any card from the discard pile, whether it be multicast, sunder, something scraped, discarded, you name it, and we get it back at the current cost, meaning we can target deliberately a card that is 0 cost and play it again for free. Gotta love Boat Thingy giving us 10 block on turn 1. I'm never going to turn that down. Do we take the Burning Elite now? Thinking about it, I think we're in excellent shape. We have really good relics. It's not going to be the Book of Stabbing, so we know it's either Slavers, who we can bonk on turn 1, or Gremlin Leader, who we can really bonk on turn 1. I'm going to go for it. Let's get that key. So, for example, here, hologram gets Sunder back at 0 cost, guaranteed. Play it again. Oh no! We're confused. Anyways. Bonking. Did forget to self-repair there. And here's another very good block card, Force Field. Base 12, upgrades to 16. It's like a super leap. I'll take it. Okay, let's try to remember that we have... Oh, yikes. Speaking of... Plus, Strength Slavers, normally one of the fiercest, fightingest, terrifyingest foes in the Spire. However... not today. Not today. Already full blocked, so I just play Strike, I guess. Thanks, 3 Sunder. You're the best. There's Eco Form. 24. I'll just play the self-repair one time in this fight. There's no need to overcomplicate it. Fair enough. We just got a block card. Alright, well, Burning Slavers easily vanquished. We healed and we didn't even have to use a potion. Now we're offered a Hyper Beam or a Rainbow. So we're going to kind of choose here. Do we want to go focus or non-focus? And I think this is a non-focus run. We have big attacks already. We have the foundation of good block with Leap Plus and Force Field here. We have energy generation with Plasma Orbs. So let's say goodbye to conventional orbs and hello to really big damage from Hyper Beam. Positively huge damage. Biggest you've ever seen. The Double Sunder. Curved Double Bonk. Get him, Hourglass. We will take pretty much as many holograms as we can get our hands on. And we would kind of like some of those holograms to be upgraded. I think we want to actually avoid this store, although we could get another card removed here. I'd like to instead opt for the upgrade. Get Hologram upgraded, and then get Hyper Beam upgraded. And then we're starting to really get something working here. Could be a Prismatic Shard in the shop, could be many things in the shop. But there's an upgrade right here. Smoke Bomb, who needs it? Hologram? Alright, one more. 3's probably enough for now. And it'll be a while before we can get them all upgraded, if we ever get them all upgraded. Okay, Hyper Beam first. Hey there, Mr. Dude Person. Glad to hear the streams helped you get better. Whether it be at A20, A0, A nothing. Heck. Hey. I rescind that heck. Also, we're immune to Stinky Frail, which is very convenient right now. Goal in the champ fight, basically make him vulnerable and then play Sunder 6 times. That's all we need to do, honestly. Okay, apply vulnerable. Could have skimmed there, chose not to. Now we do the damage, wherever possible, but block first. Let's make it 3. Okay. I can be very patient. That hologram back. Thank you. Does this draw anything? First question. No. Thunder was 2 cost. Got it. Have some hyper beams, sir. Just 2, actually. We'll save the 3rd one for later. We don't want to bring Champ below half health, as that will trigger his Angritude, his Enrage, causing him to execute us with impunity. And being executed hurts, quite frankly, so I'd strongly prefer not to. Where's my beam cell at? Alright, it's time. Puny weakling. Uh-oh. So, was that actually useful? Not sure. I go with yes. Yes, it was. Now I can play many things. Get back Sunder Plate again, or I can get back Skim. I think I'm just going to get Sunder here. Get the expensive one just because I can. Not because I needed to. We've done it now. Die, he says. But it is you, champ, who will become die. Oh. Well, that's embarrassing. Ha! If we played the Beam Cell first, then the Echo Form would have duplicated the Beam Cell and not the Sunder. Playing Sunder twice is better than playing Sunder once for 1.5 times damage. Oh. Mummified Hand Creative AI. Definitely don't want an Electrodynamics. Don't really care about a fission. We could have let him, and yes, there was also the option there to let him hit me 1 time out of 2. Very spooky option, of course. And let the Bronze Scales finish him, paying 30 health immediately and then healing 75% of that back. So paying about 8 health for that explosive potion. Actually, not a terrible trade. I feel like my option was a bit more dramatic, though. How about we take a creative AI here? Powers are not good for this deck, but, well, some powers. Sure, stuff like Storm and Hello World and Static Discharge and Defragment aren't very good, but what about Buffer and Echo Form and Heat Sinks? We won't play that every time. Only sometimes. And that is 7 transforms? Whew, that's pretty good. 7 transforms with Pandora's Box here. Or we can get more energy in the form of the Busted Crown. Less cards to choose from, though, which Snecko Eye really dislikes. We would certainly love to add many, many more copies of Echo Form and Meteor Strike and such to the deck. Vasily Bankar, thank you so much for the 3 months of keeping it cozy, by the way. Last option, Black Star, makes all elites drop double relics. That I think we could definitely put to use. We're not afraid of Reptomancer. We're not afraid of Giant Head. Nemesis could be a problem, though, depending on the luck of the draw. But I think we'll do fantastically if we swap our starter cards for some random stuff. We get 2 powers, 2 boot sequences, a Core Surge, and another block card. Most of this exhausts, actually, so I'm pretty happy with that. Double boot sequence is a bit odd, though. Maybe I'll remove one of them, especially given that I have Anchor. 30 block on turn 1. The blockitude. The sheer blockitude. Hey everyone. Did you know that you can now support me directly on YouTube by getting a channel membership? For as low as $5 a month, you'll get access to perks like custom badges and emojis to use in comments and discounts on the merch store, all while helping support me and this channel to do what I love every day. Just click the join button below to get started. Now back to the video. All right, well, merchants are a must at the moment. Can I do 2? There are only 2 merchants. Well, I could go to both of them, but then we get absolutely no upgrade sites. What would I like to upgrade? Holograms. Yes, holograms. Okay. The holograms must be upgraded. It is the law. Okay, so that makes our path as follows. Let me go to an event here. And here. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Maybe we even like rest and try to upgrade all? I don't think I would care about that much. Of self-repair? No, never mind. Resting is ridiculous. We will never need to do such a thing. Blocking on turn 1, however, that we might need to do. $30 of it, to be precise. There you go. More Echo Forms, anyone? Get him. Machine learning, also a power we like. Algorithm upgraded. Gain 1 block, and then permanently increase the block of this card by 3. If duplicated with Echo Form, this card permanently upgrades itself by twice. And so a algorithm upgraded with Echo Form, taken even this late in the run, here at the beginning of Act 3, can easily reach 40 or 50 block. Second Skim here is also pretty dang good. And yes, there is still time to turn this into a Storm deck, especially now that we have Creative AI and Electrodynamics. Our only negative focus card is Hyper Beam. We don't have to play it. Is Zorak boss? If I'm fighting Awake... I'm fighting Awaken 1. Screw... No, thank you. No, thank you. The bird is cawing in the distance, and I don't like the sound of it. Not one bit. That's right, the Core Surge can also block the Hyper Beam. That's true. Slightly wrong order there. Oh yeah, we have to double that algorithm. Can't forget to do that. So we can't leave this fight until we've doubled algorithm. Vitally important. And Echo Form makes it real easy, because we just double Echo, double Hologram, double algorithm. And now it has been played twice. And now they will all perish. So after one fight, Genetic Algorithm now reads, gain 7 block. Permanently increase this card's block by 3. And so it will go. 13 after the next fight. Then 19. Then more. Hey there, Extra of Geese. Started doing glitchless speedruns for fun. Any advice on how you might improve? Glitchless speedruns was one of my favorite things to do back in the earlier days of Spire. Kind of challenging yourself to speedrun the decision-making, almost. A piece of advice I suppose I can give is to try not to spend more than a few moments contemplating what to do at the map or at the store. It can be better to make the wrong choice quickly than it can to take 30 seconds and find the correct line in a situation, if you're looking at it from a speedrun perspective. So, training yourself to be like, if you can't figure out what to do, just make a choice, even if it ends up being wrong. The experience and muscle memory will teach you ultimately. Colossin, thank you so much for 8 months of support. Every run is a speed run no matter what, even if the speed is slow. Okay, I'm going to take one last hologram here. 4 is the optimal number. Four is the loneliest number as well, maybe. And a dad joke for Kiro Vampiro. What kind of music does the Defect like? Algorithms. Bonk. Scrape not so bad when it is if you have holograms available to get the cards that you actually wanted to play from the discard pile. Oh, Creative AI is also in the discard pile. Man, Scrape, you really bungled that one. What am I doing here? One force field, please, and I guess one creative AI. Not sure why I care about getting that in play, but I seem to. One saw the defect poking and prodding at the awakened one. When I asked what it was doing, it said it was performing a boop sequence. Oof. And sorry if I missed you at the start of the stream there, OWM. Was not my intention to overlook your request there. I guess you could say I OWMU a dad joke. Oh, how bad that was. So I'm getting double echo, right? Yeah. And then I'll double skim, I guess. And then everything's gone terribly. Okay, well, mistakes were made. Thought that would somehow lead to me blocking, but we're healing for 14, so... all's well. Could kill with double Sunder, but then we don't get to double Algorithm here. So I must be careful. More echo forms. Well, that was silly. More holograms? No. How about another Leap Plus? Also, no. We're good. But where's Meteor Strike? How about where's Buffer? And for that matter, where's Waldo? Huh? Where he at? Medical kit is here, which could let me play status cards. I don't know that I value that too highly in this deck, truthfully. With 7 card draw per turn. Already. I do want Buffer, that's for sure. I do want to remove a card, which is probably going to be Zap, truthfully. Although it's got more use with electrodynamics. It's still got limited... Actually, no, we just remove 1 boot sequence, right? Yeah, let's get rid of one of these. Is there enough block in this deck to handle the heart? I am not currently sure. Our strategy is going to revolve around the algorithm, the holograms, possibly gaining dexterity. What I'd really like to see in order to assure that we have enough block is a copy of Reprogram. But we also might be able to use dexterity potions to get enough block. If we can spam holograms, we can get a lot done that way. That's my hope. Will it work out? I don't actually know. Reinforced body would also be a very, very good way to get where we're going. Yes, reinforced body would do wonders. Play this so that self-repair makes buffer free. Bonk you. Want to kill the... If you can block the attack, you want to kill the ones that are buffing instead, of course. Could easily win the fight now, but don't forget, we have an algorithm that we'd like to play twice in this fight. That's our top priority. Not once, but twice. Gotta be careful, though, because the scales and the hourglass are gonna hurt our poor friend here. What is a sad little jawworm to do? I want to draw into it. There we go. Another upgraded sweeping beam feels redundant with our hyper beam. No need for another self-repair or compile river either. Note that our algorithm is already at 19 block, and we've barely gone a few floors since we picked it up. Pretty sweet. Next up, our first elite of the act. Honestly, I'm just happy it's not Nemesis. I think all we want to do is get the Echo Form in play, and the Creative AI in play. That's kind of the only goal here. Easy. What do you draw? Saw Core Surge, Hyper Beam, and a 3-cost Beam Cell. Oof. Sign me up for that 3-cost Beam Cell, honestly. Other option, play Fusion again? Let's actually go to 3 Plasma. I like that the most. Okay, dupe this for sure. Get this in play. That's... Hologram fetches a 1-cost card. Guess I'll fetch the Core Surge now. Spent this weekend. Double the Creative AI, and if I can block this attack, I will. Looks like I... Yes, I can. That way we save the buffer charge. Electro will make a lot of... Electro will let me play everything, actually. I'll go biased Electro. Infusion, Beam Cell, Hello World, Hyper Beam for 91, Sunder for 91. Dang. The damage. More bias cogs. How fascinating. Card spam now. Card spam all day. Every day. Until it is done. Incense Burner is definitely going to help with dealing with Heart by allowing us to be intangible every 6 turns. I think a Go for the Eyes Plus could also help. Or a Stack Plus could also help as we get lots and lots of cards into the discard pile. I'll take the Stack, actually. This deck is getting chunky, so a card like Stack actually serves us quite well. And our top priority is still to get all these various holograms upgraded, so that we can use them in a loop as a way to gain block. Can't actually rebound Core Surge, but you can try. You can sure try. Hologram and Sunder the leader or Beam Cell her for vulnerable next turn. Just go with the Beam Cell. Beam Cell, Hologram, play the rebound, actually. Could have also used the Energy Potion to hit her with a Sunder for 48. I suppose that would have been okay. Let's see. Scrape, what can you draw for me? Free Algorithm. In this fight, I don't think I'm going to stick around to try to double the algorithm. We're just going to play it right now. Actually, are we? I can kill both daggers so easily. What purpose is there? All these powers in play. You know what? I will wait on the algorithm, actually. Upon review of the data, I've decided that actually I'm invincible. And I have no need for such stinky things as block. Deck gains more than 12 block. $22, that's more right. Okay. Don't quite get enough block to save our buffer there. That is totally okay. Question card gives us more options from card rewards. Here's our first Glacier. I think it's far too late, Glacier. We prefer other forms of block to you, and have no need of your icy ways. Focus Potion also too feels irrelevant. We totally have an upgrade left for buffer and for another hologram too. I may even choose to recall, so we have yet more options. Glacier gets the cold shoulder. It sure does. So does Ornamental Fan, as we need the blue key to go to Act 4. And yet another upgrade. Heck yeah. Look at all of these upgrades. I'll actually recall here. Transient. Greetings, Transient. Transient's basically a consistency check. Can you do damage and or block every single turn without fail? Fortunately for us, the answer is a resounding yep. Sure can, actually. We get a particularly lucky series of events. We could also potentially kill this enemy, but I think we're just going to end up buffering their hits, preventing all the damage that way. Thank you, Heatsinks, by the way. Still don't have Echo Form in play. There you are. Three. Okay, and now we've essentially won the fight, because we can just buffer the next 3 hits. Although I still want to double the algorithm. Ooh. Double Storm. Alright, that's drawing me cards, too. Okay, I don't necessarily want to do that. This one on the buffer. There's algorithm. Okay. A successful fight. White noise is more powers, but otherwise not helpful necessarily. More random powers, no less. Skip it. upgrade hologram. And we'll take one last event. We still haven't seen either Mind Bloom or Double Orb Walkers. Two of the really good events in Act 3. Don't get them either, and that's fine. Hologram the rebound. Do little effects. I'm immune to your debuff. Please try again. So when you've got a zero-cost hologram, something you can do is then use holograms to fetch the other zero-cost hologram. And do that over and over again. Be back for you, I think. Got some time in this fight. Intentionally not playing this under there. Oh, algorithm, where are you? Power Potion's okay. Upgraded Doom and Gloom slaps pretty hard too, but it's not nearly as good as Hyper Beam is. So I think it's actually below par for card quality in this deck, which is quite a statement. Wow. Okay. Take the Power Potion over an Energy Potion. Do we... No, I'm just going to leave it on the ground. And we're going to upgrade, you guessed it, hologram. There, all 4 holograms are now upgraded. So we can always fetch whatever other card we might desire the most. Here in the Nerd Bird fight, our goal is going to be... Step 1, kill the cultists. Step 2... get Echo Form in play. I'll also play Loop here, because that's 1 more energy per turn. Although that will give the Awakened one additional strength, which we must be very wary of. But that additional energy will let us do more stuff. TM each turn. I'm not playing Creative AI, though, that's for sure. Skim here. Okay, algorithm, you're getting played. Only 1 time here, because I don't want to take this damage. Thank you. I guess I'll play the Hyper Beam. Where the heck? My Echo Form. Rebound this hologram. Please return the 0-cost hologram to me so that I can fetch the 1-cost hologram, so that I can fetch the 0-cost hologram, so that I can fetch... Let's see what we got. So I can fetch the 1-cost hologram, fetching the 0-cost hologram, fetching the 0-cost fusion. And that is basically why we upgraded all the holograms. So that we constantly have access to stupid nonsense like that. To allow us to just turn energy into block. Kind of like our build your own reinforced body, especially if you add a dexterity potion to the mix. And now we want what? Beam Cell? I don't want to play this buffer yet. Okay. 1-0 cost hollow, that's good. Should have duped that actually, but it's okay. It's also wrong. Just trying to click on force field. Alright. I'll forfeit that one center, that's fine. We're pretty well set up here. Right. And then if I can block, I probably should. But I can kill on a turn and play powers for one. Holograms can just fetch stuff over and over again. Oops, actually, wait. Just to not kill you. Can I draw? Skill is 3. It's okay, we'll have buffer next turn. So I'll just leave it as is. Double your buffer, double your fun. Ooh, but what about double your creative AI? Actually, double this one. Yes, here we go. True power. That Electro. Those holograms aren't actually 0 cost because they were made free by Mummy Hand, by the way. So once I play them, things unfortunately look more like... More like this. Well, one of them's free. Okay. One of them's actually free for real. But I don't think I had a way of knowing which one. Now we have a proper loop. Here we go. They're all free. Easy. More powers. Actually, wait, I don't think I wanted to do that. Good, because I don't have to. All the storms in the world won't save me here. Get him. GG. Next up, the shapes Donu and Deca. What do we do against these two? That's the question. We'll leave that in the discard pile. Say that's not my favorite turn one. But it got us closer to the Echo form. There it is. Could multicast to go to 8 energy if I'm willing to lose my Plasma Orb for now. What does 8 energy get me this turn? Lets me play a lot of stuff. Okay. For Donu first, as usual. Hollow the Skim, hollow the Force Field, hollow the Hollow? Unsure. Okay, got the expensive stuff for free. Hologram Genetic Algorithm and fully block this. That doesn't feel like a good use of my time, though. Let's get these Skim. Cards closer to my creative AI. And now we have a zero-cost hologram, so blocking is well in hand, thankfully. To rebound something. Morgan asks, why Donu first? So the difference between these two enemies is that Deca applies block to them both and adds dazes to your deck, whereas Donu buffs strength on both bosses. And that's the really dangerous thing that Donu is doing, is increasing their strength by 3 every 2 turns, meaning the damage is constantly going up. If you kill Donu first, then you put a stop to the damage scaling, and you can finish Deca kind of at your leisure. Sometimes it is better to kill Deca first. I find that if your deck is really short on card draw, then stopping the dazes can be really important. Or if you're really block heavy, then stopping the dazes can be really important. So if you're an offense-oriented or offense-scaling deck, I tend to say kill Donu first. If you're a defense-oriented or defense-scaling deck, kill Deca first. Not always going to be strictly true one way or the other, but it's kind of a rule of thumb for you. Let's just make some stuff cheap. I suppose. That didn't work out the way I'd hoped. Yeah, that really didn't work the way I'd hoped. Shoot. But my hit points, though. Oh, here we go. 1 storm. 1 buffer. Get back Skim for free. Draw some more cards here. More buffer. You got it, buddy. Yes. More powers. More buffers. More greatness. Beautiful. Okay, something we'd like to do, if possible, set the Incense Burner to 4 before we kill Deca here. That way we'll be invulnerable on turn 2 of the dreaded Spire Spear and Spire Shield fight. And with 5 buffer stacks, it seems like it would be pretty easy to accommodate that request from me to myself. So we'll wait a couple turns. So we want this to read 4 when the boss dies. Double this now. That means kill on this turn. GG. Two thump, a deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of all this Snecko action? $1997 was a pretty good year, to be honest. So I can either upgrade Loop or Multicast, or we can just rest for a bit of health. That said, we might be able to get that health back from the Spire Spear and Spire Shield fight with the self-repair. Let's upgrade this Multicast so that if I do have cause to use it, we'll get 2 more energy out of it. More orb slots. Interesting. Not sure that's actually helpful for me. Love a Gambler's Brew, letting me discard any number of cards and draw that many. Kind of a big fan of magnetism here, giving us random colorless cards. Hey there, Napalm Shimmer. Yes, intangibility does prevent death from blasphemy. You'll take 1 damage, but you must be intangible at the start of your turn, which means either you play 2 apparitions and end your turn, not 1, but 2, or you have Incense Burner on 5 the turn you play the blasphemy, and it makes you intangible right before you would be killed. If Incense Burner is on 0 when you play the blasphemy, you will die. A very painful death. Okay, we'll go... I'm going to keep this Dex Potion, because I think looping holograms is going to have to be part of our block strategy for the heart. I think this Weakness Potion could also really help, but I think the Gambler's Brew is ultimately better. So these are my potions for hearts. We're going to hope that the Incense Burner makes this fight a lot more manageable, hoping Spire Shield does not attack me on turn 1, and lo and behold, it did not. So that's good. We also got 1 0-cost hologram already, which is a good sign. Hey there, Jason Dalton. Yes, I've been playing Elden Ring off-stream, as spoilers-free as I can manage, and it's been an absolute joy. I also want to focus my damage on the Spire Shield. The big dangerous attack from the Spear happens on turn 2. We'll be intangible for that. So let's focus on the Stinky instead. Get that out of here. Good job, Scrape. Yeah. Yeah. Heck yeah. O39 says, so much content of Elden Ring lately, already burned down on it. It's one of the many reasons I'm choosing not to stream it personally, especially choosing not to stream it during these weeks in the immediate aftermath of its release. If I do stream Elden Ring, it'll be 6 months from now or a year from now when there's DLC or something. When I have a better PC. And a few other things are true also. Also, the triple bonk, by the way. Do I have a PS5? Yes, I do. And I'm very happy with it. The cast's not doing much for me here. Alas. Wouldn't have done any damage to the shield, whereas the spear takes a little bit from that Core Surge. And here we can finish off the Spire Shield, easy peasy like. Just gonna double hollow here. Give me the 0-cost Sunder and the 0-cost Hologram. It's a lot of energy. Let's go. Defect. Rebound that Sunder. Slight order there. Let's see. How do I feel about Incense Burner? 3 or 4 is ideal. 2 is a terrible number. Do not kill this turn. But we can kill next turn or the turn after. Either is fine. Kill this turn. Get the boot. It would deal 4 less in blocked attack damage, up it to 5. Another algorithm, a little bit late. How about a multicast? Already got one, and the one we have is awkward enough. I'll say no thanks. Alright, on to the heart with 69 health. Nice. And we drew Core Surge on turn 1, which means we get to block vulnerable here. That's pretty valuable. Hey there, Krogzar. I'll address that afterwards. Okay, let's Core Surge, let's Dex Potion. I guess I'll scrape here. Scrape, you beautiful beast. I'm so glad I took you earlier this run. That is 2 Act 4 fights where you've drawn me a 0-cost Echo Form on turn 1. You glorious son of a gun. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Can't do much better than that. My actual job is what you're looking at right now, Utapa. This is my singular source of income, my full-time job, being a video game on Twitch. And I love it. Okay, Echo Form's already in play. I can actually double this stack for decent results. Could also multicast to go to 8 energy here, which is probably better, actually. Or I can double stack, then multicast, getting me 4 energy. Let's do that. Hologram for the leap, play the leap. Blocking successfully achieved. We have Incense Burner for the next turn. We just need to make sure we regenerate our Plasma Orbs at some points. There they are. I can double the loop or double the fusion. Probably better to double the loop, because that's forever. All of our holograms so far costing 3 is definitely disadvantageous to us, but I'm not overly worried here. Play the self-repair to make the fusion free. Play the fusion, use hologram to get the fusion back. Play the fusion again. Okay, now we have enough energy to work with. Lies, thank you so much for the 7 months. If I double buffer, I'll lose 2 of the charges immediately. So it's kind of pointless. Let's double Sunder, get some damage done. Wait a minute, Creative AI was the last card? Rude. Absolutely rude. If I use the Gambler's Brew, I can double Creative AI this turn. versus single creative AI next turn to avoid losing buffer. Yeah, let's Gambler's Brew for, I guess, a few. Double creative AI is how we're planning on scaling this up. Okay, we have one zero cost hologram at least. Do I dare scrape? Sure. Nice. Get him, boot. Okay, multi-hit is first. But look at Stack putting on a show. House Cat, thank you so much for 2 months of Cositude. Dexterity potion here is absolutely essential. So we hollow for Stack. Or I can try playing a power. Count buffer charges shortly. Oh yeah, we got extra. So I could also play the multicast just to get rid of this lightning orb. Yes. And then we exactly fully block this hit, keeping all 3 charges of buffer. That allows me to absorb this following hit with the buffer charge. 47 here. Ooh, and more buffers. Double the algorithm, double the fun. What about double the bias cognition? Double the fun. Time. It's time to do some damage, I suppose. These holograms, man. Here we go. Hologram. Play machine learning. I'm going to overdraw just barely. I actually don't want to play this machine learning because I want to draw Stack with the perfect number of cards in hand for next turn. So I think we'll get back the beam cell. Don't play the machine learning, even though it feels really weird not to do that. Because there are exactly 7 cards in the draw pile, and one of those cards is Stack Plus. Force field. Go bonk bonk. Could try playing the static in the Hello World, don't feel motivated to do so. And yes, Incense Burner here is incredible. I might even try to... Oh my. Well, never mind, it's useless. Apparently. Who needs to be intangible if you have infinite block? Not us, that's for sure. But I think we can still take advantage of here. actually want to take some hits here. So I'll stop playing cards now. Get the blap. Get him. Static Discharge. We had positive focus thanks to doubling the bias cog there, so we were able to do some return damage with that. Only 96 more damage I can do this turn, though. Gotta be careful. Not allowed to max out the heart here. Next turn, we lose 3 focus. I still think a multicast will do it, though, yeah? Awkward way to die. Oh, I could have done 1 more damage. No! GG, Mr. Hart. GG. Hey there. If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And before you go, join us on Twitch and watch live. I'm there 5 days a week playing Slay the Spire, answering questions, and chilling with the community. Click the link in the description to follow right now. Ta-ta for now.